Train your mind to respond, not react. Stoic philosophy. We were not born for chaos. Though the world outside trembles with fury, the battle has always been within. It is not what happens that breaks us, but how we let it echo inside. There is no greater war than the one waged in silence, in the folds of our own breath, when rage, fear, and grief rise like storms in our chest. But what if we paused? Just one breath before the words. One breath before the clenched fist. One breath before retreating, exploding, or surrendering. That moment, brief, quiet, unseen, is where our entire lives can shift. That is where strength lives. Not in the reaction, but in the response. The earthquake within. When a man insults you in the public square, what rises first? Fire. Rage. Embarrassment. The instinct to return the blow, not always with fists, but with words sharp enough to sever. The ancient Stoics called this the first motion, an automatic tremor, like the earth groaning under shifting plates. Seneca wrote, "We are not to blame for our first reaction, only for the second." To react is to surrender control. To respond is to reclaim it. The Stoics were not emotionless. They felt deeply. But they trained themselves not to be ruled by that first surge. They understood that passion, ungoverned, is chaos. That the tongue is sharper than the sword. And that nothing noble ever came from being a slave to impulse. Fire in the chest, ice in the mind. We've all felt it. That sudden heat. An email that stings. A lover's betrayal. The flash of injustice. And then, the reaction. Loud. Swift. Often regrettable. We burn bridges in seconds, we'll spend years rebuilding. But a true Stoic, one who walks in silence with the giants, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, Cleanthes, he does not move until he understands. He lets the flame rise, watches it, and refuses to be burned by it. He does not shout. He chooses his silence. He does not slam doors. He opens the window of thought. He does not lash out. He digs in. He knows this simple truth. Power is not in expression. Power is in possession. The muscle of the mind. Like any muscle, the mind must be trained. It must be made to lift the weight of insult, disappointment, delay. And like any muscle, it will ache. It will tremble. You will fail. Often. But failure is the whetstone of discipline. Train it anyway. Wake up and sit in silence before the sun. Let the mind observe its own chaos before the world adds more. Practice discomfort. Go without. Delay pleasure. Interrupt the endless craving. Because every time you say no to your lower self, you say yes to a higher one. Just keep in mind, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have, said Epictetus. So when the moment comes, when life presses you, insults you, tests you, you will not flinch. You will not shatter. You will not become what you despise. You will respond, with calm rooted in principle. The quiet before the storm. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, war, betrayal, and loss. And yet his meditations are not filled with blame. They are filled with reminders. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This is not denial. This is dominion. It is not about ignoring the storm, but becoming the eye of it. Imagine standing in a room where everyone is shouting. The world shouts every day. Social media screams, news headlines howl, the traffic blares. You are told to respond instantly, to rage publicly, to react violently. But you are still. You hear the noise, but you are not moved by it. You feel the heat, but it does not burn you. You notice the sting, but you do not strike. This is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. The response is the revolution. Reaction is easy. Everyone can react. Children react. Animals react. To respond is the mark of a philosopher, a warrior, a leader. The man who reacts is a puppet. The world tugs his strings. The man who responds holds the blade by the hilt, not the edge. You are not here to be a puppet. You are here to be a sculptor. Each moment of control carves the shape of your soul. Each choice to delay anger, to suspend judgment, to breathe before responding, chisels away the soft marble of who you were and reveals the granite of who you are becoming. Stillness in the inferno. There is no peace without pressure, no grace without gravity. The Stoics did not ask for ease, they asked for the strength to endure. So do not pray for lighter burdens. Pray for broader shoulders. And when it comes, when the flames lick your skin, when injustice spits in your face, when life takes everything, let your training rise. Let your breath slow. Let your eyes sharpen. Let your words be fewer, but firmer. Let your heart beat, but not dictate. Respond, don't react. Because in that response, you are reborn.